We're not finished yet. Something's not right here. I found a dart lodged into my... I need to talk to somebody about this. Should go back to the dig site and have a chat with him. See what he says. Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death, and doesn't matter? We don't know who shot the elephant. I don't think we'll ever know who shot the elephant unless Arthur admits to it or something.
Stop loitering and...
Provide evidence or accuse him.
I'm a busy man. I've nothing to add. I've nothing to add. I've nothing to add.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
I forgot I left some stones unturned. I have to leave.
Arthur was surprised to see Theodore this aggressive and indiscreet. There's still something left here, isn't there? Look. Who do we talk to? Do we talk to Imogen? We need to get to the bottom of that clue. No, because there's this symbol means talk to a key person. So there's one more person to talk to. So who is it? Talk to Paul. We could go back to the yacht club.
Just be quick. Just be quick.
Well, it's not.
Just be quick.
Not him we have to talk to. Who would know? Who would know? I don't think Imogen's going to talk to us. So this is still yellow. There's something not finished here. I in my own place? Is this where Imogen was? I can't remember. There she is.
I've nothing to say about this. I've nothing to say about this.
Have you seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.
Imogen was also shot to see how far her father's threats went. Okay.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
Oh my god, this has still got a talk thing on it. Who else can we talk to? It wasn't finished until you presented the final accusation of the guilty person. But how can we accuse the guilty person? We don't know when the gun was shot. If you flick that, then that conflicts with this. Means you have to change it to that. So that means the elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore Gilden in order to break free. And an unknown third party tried to protect Gilden by shooting a poison dart. So in this version of events, the elephant just tries to break free, and then somebody tries to shoot the elephant and tranquilize it. And this is not connected. Click the what? Click the questioned bubble. I don't know what you mean. Oh, this, yeah, this is the conclusion. Execute Goliath or save Goliath. Goliath killed his old master, Theodore Gilden, nurtured the animal and cared for him, but the wild nature of the beast makes him extremely dangerous to others. I should inform Imogen that execution was the only way to ensure safety. Or, Goliath is a wild animal. His captors are the ones responsible for his behavior. The elephant requires a new owner and a home. I should discuss with Imogen any possible options to save and relocate the elephant. But that doesn't really solve the mystery, does it? Like, what about all this? That says nobody is at fault here. The elephant either just needs to be killed or let go, but nobody's to blame for the death. I think there's more to it than that. There's too much shenanigans going on, too many threats going on for this not to be an accidental death. We can't just connect this with anything, can we? Oh, I don't know. Paul Perks killed Theodore Gilden. Paul Perks is an egotist with no regard for the lives of others who built an entire career on lies and deception and orchestrated the death of Theodore Gilden using his own pet. Cardona will be safer without Paul roaming free. Let Paul go and execute Goliath. Paul Perks is the victim of persistent attacks by Gilden. They were desperate and trying to protect a promising career, used Goliath to kill Gilden. I will place the blame on Goliath, but also insist that Paul leaves Cardona as penance. Oh my God. However, there's still something here that is not... There's a key piece of information left. Yes, we tested the dart, chemically analyzed, and it has strychnine in it, which was the same powder that was found at the yacht club. And the yacht club also had a box of darts with 2 missing darts in it, which points the finger at Paul as the person who shot darts with and had access to strychnine that he was importing into Cordona. So Paul had both the means and the motive to do it. Put it that way. He had the equipment, he had the strychnine, but then you say, did he shoot the elephant to protect Gilden, or did he shoot the elephant to provoke? Did he shoot the elephant to provoke it to kill Gilden? But I want to get to the bottom of this, and I don't know where to go with this. There were traces of strychnine inside that could kill a human, but instead it most likely aggravated the elephant. So you wouldn't really shoot it in order to stop the elephant from attacking Gilden. You would shoot it to cause it to provoke a fit of rage and a burst of strength. That's more likely. So whoever shot this elephant was trying to kill Gilden. Yeah, I think. Was it shot before or after the death, and does it matter? What?
Was Paul a woman before he became a man?
Was Paul a woman? Paul is a woman.
Right. Well, poisoning is a woman's tool of murder.
You can't say that. You can't say, you literally can't say that, dear.
Sherlock Holmes always says poison is a woman's tool of death. It's a weapon.
But we still need to get to the bottom of this clue here. And I'm not sure who to talk to, because we've talked to Imogen, we've talked to Paul, and we've talked to Arthur whilst having this clue active. So who is the other key person to talk to? Well, according to what the game's telling me, strychnine would kill a rat, but would cause an elephant to be enraged and have strength. We can't accuse people if we've still got evidence that we need to get to the bottom of. That's the approach I'm taking. With the bubbles this way, present evidence to Paul. Will that make a difference to him? Oh, I can try. I'm not sure if the bubble configuration makes a difference. I think it depends what clue you've got in your hand. What clue you pin, that's what makes a difference.
I think we should arrest everyone, including chat. Capilal.
So we've only got accuse or leave now.
I have to leave you for a moment. Don't sail too far away.
It was the same with Arthur, wasn't it? We either accuse him or leave him. This is weird. Who are we supposed to talk to? Was the elephant shot before or after Theodore's death, and does it matter? Who would even know that? I'm not sure, Captain Flynn. I don't know. I don't know how you can come to a conclusion when we... The dart shot at Goliath may have provoked the beast into a violent rage. I genuinely believe that to be true. I don't know about the motive, or when it was shot, but I think that is the most likely scenario. Theodore Gilden was highly motivated to destroy Paul's career. So that gives Paul a motive to kill Gilden, doesn't it? Yeah? You've got the dart being shot, provokes the rage in the elephant. Theodore was attempting to destroy Paul. Therefore, that gives Paul a motive to do it. And then you've got an unknown third party deliberately shot a poison dart at Goliath to provoke it into attacking Gilden. So if you believe both of those things, that leads you here. And then if we say Paul Perks may have been at the crime scene when Gilden died and fallen on the shed, I think he had damaged elbows, but so did Arthur. There is still a yellow magnifying glass at Gilden's yard, as well as 2 green ones. Yeah, I can't work out the yellow magnifying glass. Every time I go there, it's like there's a gate into that thing, and it won't let us do anything. According to the... where is it? That means key evidence collected, and then all evidence collected. So that's the difference between yellow and green. It means we've collected key evidence, but not all the evidence. So something here hasn't been collected, according to the game. Maybe that's the bit we're missing. We're not allowed in there.
Hog heaven.
Hog heaven, is that where the elephant was kept? In that yard? And he's basically saying that that was a great place to keep an elephant. So what are we missing here? It's just so weird. Accusing isn't the same as convicting. I think you need to accuse someone and then you get more of the story. Well, I think whatever it is, there's something here that's going to tell us the final thing, but... Paul Perks, an egotist with no regard for the others. He built a career on lies and deception. Okay, so let's go and arrest him. See what he says. Him, her, whatever. No, we won't let you in that enclosure at all. Let's accuse him and see if he confesses or gives us more information. Like, hey, it wasn't me. Go and look here. Da da da. I was there, but it wasn't me, Governor. I can prove it. Blah blah blah. We'll see.
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden
Ooh.
after the humiliation and threats?
Coming in hot.
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
You were at the crime scene. I found your dart. I understand why you killed him. All three.
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you use to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that. I'd rather use my hands.
Yes, there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property. I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
A professional athlete? Where did that come from?
You were at the crime scene at the precise moment when Gilden died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you. That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
That's only your assumption. I was never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
He still protests his innocence, doesn't he? Arrest him and free Goliath, or you're free and blame Goliath. He's not having it. He's basically saying it's not me. But I think he's just really smart. Arrest him. Let's see what happens.
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gilden. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous. They are unpredictable and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't allow you to play with someone else's life. You are under arrest.
Wait. At least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she deserves a space without you. I've heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Why did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
It was Paul who destroyed it, not me. I was merely the fact-checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave. But first, here are my father's belongings. Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
I appreciate it, Miss Gilden. I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat. Goodbye.
I truly hope you meet more honest people in the future.
She's like
Take care.
going out with an absolute scumbag. A drug smuggler at the very least that we know of. A woman who pretended to be a man? I mean, flipping heck. And she's like, I hate you. You've put him in jail. He was my friend. He was my rock. My God. Items belonging to my family. All I managed to get from our neighbourhood were a few objects Theodore had stored that supposedly connect to my family. Ms. Gilden left them on a bench near the entrance to her manor. My dear Theodore, you know I value our friendship more than our most other bonds. We share the same restless soul, and your acceptance and support in trying times has been a blessing. I'm endlessly grateful for the turn of fate that saw Steiger and I join the same expedition as you. It changed my life for the better. Nevertheless, I'm not blind nor a hypocrite. I know your feelings towards me have deepened. Forgive me, Theodore, but I do not feel as you do. I must spare you the pain of one-sided love before it's too late. Please see the enclosed necklace you thoughtfully gifted in remembrance of our adventure together. I cannot in good conscience continue to wear it. I know this letter will cause you such hurt, and for that I can but apologize deeply, yet my heart is with Steiger, who is still unaware of your desires. If this sees the end of our friendship, I will understand, but I truly hope you can continue to share the conversations, collaborations, and kindness that have brought me such joy all these years. Yours respectfully, Violet.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She
Imogen.
said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
Imogen stole it. Roadwolf, thank you for 71 months. Always having a flashback. Next story. Wait, that's the house we was in, isn't it? There it is. There's a key in a pocket. The world's most simple key. It's weird how he has
I just
dreams.
had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go in the manor and go to another room that just unlocked. Okay, Thunderbirds, I go. Oh, wrong house. Which is our house? Which is our pad again? I thought it was this one. No, where's our manor? I can't remember where our manor is. Was our manor near... I've forgotten from yesterday. I can't remember where it is. Is it around here? Stonewood Manor, is that ours? I think it's that. Yeah, that's it. Let's go inside the unlocked room.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
This is the room that we already did, isn't it? That's the first room.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Okay, what are we missing? What are we missing? Wait, that picture's come back. Wasn't that
This
gone?
portrait was painted some time before my father's death. I would guess it's the only depiction of him that remains.
What's that? I saw someone hide a key in a pocket and a closing door with a woman's silhouette behind it. The door was somewhere on the first floor, and I believe there was a mirror nearby. There's the mirror.
I had a surprise for my mother. You had a shovel with you, John. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. I remember now, we dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
Somebody walks outside and trips over the vase. Rep.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
It's Otto Richter guy's dodgy. There's no way his mother had tuberculosis. So what was his involvement in all this?
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
Wait, what?
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island. Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
I was going to say, what would he use all this for a woman with TB? Observations of Mrs. Violet Holmes by Dr. Otto Richter. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. That was in May. August. Sedation has helped to minimize anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened, and she's begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. November. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I've now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. I have prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions, as well as some mild hallucinogens. What? What kind of doctor is this?
No labels. I doubt it ever had
Let's
one.
do some chem analysis. I want to know what this is.
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents
Yep.
at the bottom.
Come on. Come on, Holmes. Let's analyze. Let's find out what that is. Let's do it. It's not sugar. I'm telling you that. 6 red, -10 green, -3 blue. Blimey. Right, to get to that, we can double this. We can get green out of that, easy. There's -10. To get to 6, we could double that. We can half things as well, that's interesting. -3, we can take 4 and subtract 1. Oh, it's -3. Hang on. My bad. -3. Let's invert it. Analysis identified the substance as a hallucinogen derived from mushrooms. Okay. Memories in the manor. Managed to access my mother's room. What memories will I uncover there? John dares me to play chess with him. The White King's under attack. I need to save him. Checkmate the opponent. John's figures are black. Hang on. Defend the king with the bishop. Save the king by retreating. Hang on. It's really hard to see.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the black king with the rook.
Okay.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Feel
Not this
free,
one.
mate.
Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
I reckon his mother was ingesting something. What the heck was that noise? That was eerie. Potassium bromide. Don't think I like the sound of that.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Thank you for 70 months, Super Cora. I am well, thank you, mate. My gentle Saiga, alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you, though, as you well know, Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet. February 1869. Okay. Was that supposed to restrain into a bed? Just that?
Straps on the bed. It just doesn't look right.
Why would you need to do that? It's so weird. Wait, I recognize that place.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868. This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
I think she was progressively being... Either something was making her unwell, or she was being given something that was making her unwell. Like, she can draw really well, and then she starts getting really sloppy, then she starts hallucinating, then she has to be strapped to a bed. You know what I mean? Like, I reckon Otto might be giving her something that's affecting her in a bad way. Or some environmental factors going on. Where's the last clue? Please don't tell me that's her last drawing.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
She's like this really good artist. And then after 12 months of being drugged or whatever, she was like, this is a house and here's some trees. Like, oh my God. What did you do to her? A poor woman.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
It's like, why is there a cupboard full of medicines? Like, could she have been self-medicating? Like, she was taking something that she thought was a health benefit, but it wasn't really? Or maybe somebody was giving her something badly labeled? So many questions.
It reminds me of my mother.
Well, what doesn't in this room? Come on.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object.
Interesting.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry.
Okay, have we scanned everything?
We can leave any time you want.
Something left over here yet? Uh-oh, here she's here again. Hello. What? What? Well, when the game allows us to look at the doctor, we'll look at the doctor, but I'm not accusing the doctor. He might have been genuinely trying to save her. A bottle under the bed. You're back seating, dear. That's what you do. God. It's what it's like whenever there's a detective thing. You should try watching TV with her. Saiga Holmes, London, August 21, 1865. Mr. Saiga Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 21 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden death came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife, Violet, and two sons, Mycroft, 16, and Sherlock, 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W.E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
March 25th, 1869. Examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I've asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to reconsider trepanation. What's trepanation? See, if you look at his notes, he's trying to help her. Like, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but he's documenting her kind of condition in a way a doctor would. Drilling a hole in the skull. Oof.
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Proper Victorian medicine, that is. Well, what if we hit her over the head with a brick repeatedly? Do you think that'll get this out of her? No.
It reminds me of my mother. Looks like it was damaged by a blunt
I know,
object.
I misclicked. Stop it. Well, this is the thing, Point. You know, you can look at things two ways. I'm not one to jump to conclusions because there are still possibilities, whereas Mrs. Squirrel is just run in. It's clearly Otto Richter. Put him in jail right now. He obviously did it. It's like, we're not really down the path of conclusions just yet. Right now, she's probably running towards me. What? I can hear everything you're saying. Like, you got to be on the evidence. It's got to be based on evidence. We don't have enough evidence yet. Oh my god, look at all this. Got bits of stuff we can give to people. We've got this one here, Memories at the Manor. John proposed that we find our bedroom. I think it was somewhere upstairs. Managed to access mother's room. What memories will it uncover? It still seems to have a search symbol, as if there's more to be... There's more to be found in this room, but I can't see. Apart from this, like, this is yellow still. You see that? But every time I click on it, maybe we need to do this with it.
It reminds me of my mother.
I know it does. But I can't...
It reminds me of my mother.
There's something not right about that one. All the other ones have gone white now. Except that one. A damaged shelf. Where are you seeing the damaged... Oh, that one. It is curious as to why that shelf's fallen, but... It's not... Sherlock, does this remind you of your mother?
It reminds me of my mother.
So there's just nothing I can click on.
It reminds me of my mother.
Maybe we need to come back to this when we come back next time. Oh, it's gone white now. That's curious. And now it's yellow again. I give up. Whatever. We don't do reflections in this game. They're too difficult. Let's do this. After examining my mother's room, I started remembering a chaotic morning together. Wait a second. Have we got some kind of vision that we can have now? Yes, we have. The broken plate.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained.
Was he scared? Is this leading somewhere else?
Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down.
Was it the vase that scared her? Was she terrified of vases for some reason? Some memory that had...
We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
So... either she was crying and he was about to slap her, saying, "Stop being so stupid, woman." Or... he showed her one of her landscape pictures she'd drawn, and she was so scared by it, she dropped a tray full of stuff. Or... no, there's two possibilities. Okay, let's try the next one. So the two boys were drinking tea, which was supposed to be her tea. Or one of them punched the other one? I don't know. Aren't these two supposed to be like 10 years apart in age? Okay, what's this? Drops the tea. That's the sound of somebody being hit, isn't it? Is that what freaked her out? What is that he's holding up? Like a mirror or something? Like, she's got hold of that tray there as if she's going to hit him. That's a bit weird. So the question is, how does a tray of stuff get dropped? Does he drop it, or does she get hold of the tray and freak out at something? And then, are these two just casually drinking the tea, which would mean the tray's over here? Or the tray isn't there? Maybe it is. How's the vase broken? I don't know. I don't know where the vase comes into this. Go with that.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What?
Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious, then hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I bought her morning tea, but when the shout started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John!
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Do we leave it for another day or continue? Oh, Chris. Yeah, John is like his imaginary friend, I think. But this might break him.
It cannot wait. Let us find another door and finally learn the truth.
That's pointless, Sherry. To date, you have had no control over the return of these memories. It is all triggered by your work elsewhere on Cordona. You must accept that this will have to wait. Are you all right?
So he's saying it has to wait.
the end, little has changed. My mother was still unwell, just not with tuberculosis. What I do not yet understand is why Mycroft lied about it. There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
Wait, what? John felt sick after he recalled the morning of my mother's death. His reaction disturbed me. Hang on. We're going to go and see a sailor. What should we dress up as?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Oh, I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I'm a woman. How did he recognize Sherlock with this outfit on? That's amazing.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You could call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
What? Like you saw it, Bond? A pink paint in her. Painted recently. Okay. Old and shabby sailor uniform. Unblemished hands, no signs of physical hard work. Right, okay. So he's not a sailor then, right? Hiding something square-shaped in his left hand. A man dressed as a sailor came to my house declaring that he was my new game. A drop of pink paint in his hair betrayed him as a man who's involved in the art sphere. It's not that... What's his name? Vigo guy, is it? His hands showed no signs of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, which is at odds with the manner of his outfit. Few artists know my name or where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped objects in the fake seller's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery. There we go, Vogel, I couldn't think of his name. And the real reason for it is to pass me an invitation. Sailor artist, or artist disguised as sailor. Go on, you guys vote. We'll never get 100% vote in this game because there's always somebody who votes for stupid. There's always somebody. It's like on any video you look at on YouTube, there's always somebody who disliked it. No matter how good it was. Because they see a 0 and dislikes, they go, oh, I'll click it. Timmy Boy, thank you for 82. Artist disguised as sailor, right. Let's go with that.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in more general need of your genius. You will find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend. Ooh, a challenge. I wonder what else will happen at the art gallery. I know, Moorcroft, I know. There's also a lot of kickback about the dislike button. They do tell me, Moorcroft, as a YouTube partner, they tell me these things early. They say to me, we're doing this, and then they do it. But the reasons that they've done it are under debate. Because some people are pointing out to them that there's a lot of videos on YouTube that are not what they appear to be in the thumbnail and the title, and the only way that people can tell that are basically clickbait videos is by the dislike counter, and now they've lost that as well. So the debate goes on. I think Linus Tech Tips was involved in that discussion as well. Yes, Langeveld. So the YouTube partner still sees a dislike number, but the public viewer doesn't. Crossing Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Let's see. Bazaar Road was here. Hermes Avenue is here. Which means we need to go there. Linus is angry about it. Oh. I mean, Facebook got rid of dislike, didn't they? Quite a long time ago. So you can't be negative about things. I think Linus Tech Tips has given YouTube specific videos where he demonstrates this point to them. I'm not a fan of Facebook, if I'm honest. I'm not a fan of Zuckerberg, to be fair. Always your friend. Right, you will find the gallery of kind of the size. Is this the gallery, maybe? So it looks like a big exotic building. Clutch me, McBroski. Thank you for 77 months. Okay, didn't expect to go into a massive building with big double doors and end up in a really, really tiny kind of lobby. Like, what the heck?